As a cardiologist, I see over 100 patients a week, and I have been prescribing low-carb nutrition for my patients. And I have seen an improvement not only just in their blood pressure, their blood sugars, a reduction in their weight, but also a significant improvement in their cholesterol quality as well as their cardiac health. The American Diabetic Association now recognizes a low-carb diet as a standard of care for diabetic patients. And this is based on some very robust clinical data. A low carbohydrate diet by design should have less than 25% of your calories coming from carbohydrate. In some people who are metabolically not healthy, the restriction of carbohydrates might have to be even greater. The Dietary Guidelines Committee recommends that 45% of carbohydrates can be considered as a low-carb diet. And that is not in keeping with my clinical practice, because I see that patients who practice that have wide fluctuations in their blood sugars. Their blood sugars can go very high, prompting them to take diabetic medications or insulin, and that makes their blood sugars go down. There are wide fluctuations in their blood sugar, which makes them hungry, which makes them have cravings, and they are simply not able to control their diet well. The current dietary guidelines are failing Americans. Over 75% of Americans are either obese, diabetic, pre-diabetic, or insulin resistant. What this clearly tells us is that we are doing something wrong and that the dietary guidelines are completely failing us. It's time for a new paradigm. The inclusion of a low carbohydrate diet will benefit millions of Americans because it's going to reduce the glycemic load, which is the carbohydrate load, reduce their insulin levels, and overall improve not just their weight, but their blood sugars, their blood pressure, and cardiac health.